welcome back to the next video where tonight, well, it's actually 3 in the morning, we are going to be doing how to make a sketchbook. Now I've already cut out most of the paper, mainly because I was getting bored sitting around waiting for my video to be edited, so I started cutting the paper. And these are the amount I have left to cut, so I'd say 2 more cutting session and we're done. And I just want you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. Now, first thing is to count out how many papers you want. I am doing 100, but if it's your first time making a sketchbook, it is not my first time making a sketchbook, obviously with the others. But if it's your first time, I'd say maybe start with 20 or 30 sheets of paper, and you can start smaller than the scale that I'm starting. Now, I want a bit of a square sketchbook, so I am doing 8.5 centimeters by 9 centimeters. And if you say that's not a square, well, you're going to see where that extra 0.5 centimeters come into play. And my hand is scratching. Something bit me while I was in the washroom, and now it's all swollen and weird. Like, if you could see it, you cannot see it. It's here. Maybe it was a mosquito. I'm not really sure. Anyway, hope you guys can still hear me. I don't want to shout. I need to find my ruler. Oh, the ruler's right here. Duh. Everyone else in the house is asleep, and I don't want to wake them up. Like I said, it's 3 in the morning. The place is a bit cold, other than the mosquitoes being out right now. Oh, by this one that bit me on my arm, it like really bit me hot. So now that I've got my measurements out, I make sure the papers are lined up correctly. And I have this thing on my table so that I don't cut the table or the paper that is on the table. Put my ruler, line the ruler up along the line that I just drew. And I have this blade here, but if you have a box cutter, that would be great. But this is my blade. I think it's called a scalpel. And this is what I am going to be using. So you draw it back like this, make sure that it's on the line. You do it 1, 2, 3. Make sure to press down on it. 4. You can remove this paper to the side to just have a better look at whether you are finished or not. That was 5. 6. I find that counting helps. And we're almost done, just like about 1 more, and that's it. And now you have this neatly cut sheets of paper, and we're gonna put this to the side because I would like you to save these scraps for later. I'm gonna show you something that you can do with the scraps so that you don't waste any amount of paper. And we have this pile here already. But we're not finished with the measurements, nor are we finished with the cutting. I've got my one last section here of cutting, and we're just going to go over this one more time. So what I want you to do is make sure that your paper lines up, and you take your ruler and you measure 9 and 9 again. You draw your line. Again, you pick it up back, make sure that it's aligned, put your ruler here, and I want you to be very, very careful with this part because you're playing with a sharp object here, and you cut. It's okay to make some mistakes. If you want to just cut it with a scissors, you can go right ahead and do so. There is nothing holding you back from doing so. There's also a different way to make the sketchbooks, but since I want a square sketchbook, I couldn't do it that way. That would be involving folding the paper in half. So I have to do it this way so that I can get a square sketchbook, because as you see, the paper isn't big enough. So I feel very bad I can't get the square sketchbook the easy way. And oh well, I'll just have to live for myself. Now we have these last sections here that I'm just going to put over here. And now for this here, well, you see the measurement. I'm going to redo the measurements again to show you guys what I'm doing. But I want to show you that I have the scraps of paper and I am going to be making something out of it. So you should just hold on to your scrap of paper and we will show you guys what we can do with these scraps because they are useful to us. They have a purpose. Now I want you to take some paper, and here is where you're going to need a hole puncher for. But if you don't have a hole puncher, then you can use a needle to do so. And you draw a next line. Now I am going to do, I don't know how many inches this is, but it's a little bit over a 0.5 if you look closely on the ruler and what I'm doing. Let me just hold it up to the camera. So the marking is here, if you can see that. I'm not quite sure if you can see that, but the marking's right there. And I want to hurry this part up so I can go back to watching Dr. Mike. And I have to stay up tomorrow all day. I have a painting of my aunt that I need to do. Anyway, now it's time to put where we're going to punch the holes. Now I want it at 1, 3, 5, and 7. If you want to do more, that is up to you, but this is where I would like mine. And now we are going to punch the holes, and you just, how do I get this in? Uh-oh, it seems like this one won't go in that far. So it seems like we have an issue here. I wonder if there's any way to get it to like go back. I'm very, very curious about this, but it seems like we can't punch it with this. So maybe we're going to have to make the hole more closer. You're going to have to make the hole more closer. So one of the simple ways to get that fixed is putting this out here like this. And this is where it's not going to be 100% accurate, but I hope it is. And you just punch along the line. Sorry, my puncher is pretty old, and that's going to make a lot of noise and it might wake the boys up. Oh. Yeah, it's punching pretty perfect, and hopefully it's not too close to the edge that it rips the page. But I'm just going to put this in time lapse so that I can continue listening to my videos. So I completely forgot the process in how you make the cover, and also how you can get these spiral binding thingies out without damaging your book. So you can still use the book. You just need four of those little iron thingies. I call them thingies. Four hoops of the spinel, and you can actually roll this out. This is very easy to roll out. as you can see what I did there. I just have to loose out the end and then give your best shot at rolling it out. You can use, if you have a strong pair of scissors, you can use that to cut it out. Right now it's raining here, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Also, I completely forgot what I was about to say. Hooping the pages is something that's easy to do, as you can see this video, but sometimes it gets hard. By the way, I missed 2 pages out, which I will mention that I missed 2 out of the 100 page, so we gotta say 98, but for the sake of mentality we'll just say 100, because the 2 pages are there and I'm going to stick them in somehow. And I hope you guys follow the tutorial and find it easy on how to make your sketchbook. The hole puncher that I have was a bit noisy, and I did make some mistakes along the line. I'm pretty sure you didn't notice that because I was doing it in time lapse. But other than those mistakes, everything went well, and I'm very, very excited to use this sketchbook. So I can't wait to use it. And oh, the cover. You're going to need to measure out your cover a little bit, just a little bit. Finish here, and we're just gonna take a quick look through of it. I put this as the cover along with this one, and as you can see it's a bit big and chunky, and we're 2 pages short of 100, but that's okay because these are all made just for fun, and I'm the only person who will be drawing in it. And when it's filled, I will be putting it up with my others. And I am so excited. I can't wait to start drawing in this, but that wouldn't be anytime soon. Well, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy it and actually learned how to make a sketchbook. As you can see, not much material is needed. And goodbye.